Okay, question. If you can only do 10 things in Disney World during your next visit, which things would the DFB team prioritize over everything else? We've got our must-dos all ready to share with you today here on DFB Guide. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. So if the title of this video didn't already give it away, we're coming at you today with our top 10 Disney World must-dos this year. These must-dos range from trying new experiences to taking a leap of faith on Disney activities you've always been curious about, but just haven't had the chance to try on for size. Number 9 on this list is one I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and let me just say, I am glad I waited until this video to talk about it, because I guarantee you it's going to be worth the wait. First up on our list is trying a new hotel. Whether it's an actual brand new resort area on the Disney scene or it's a brand new hotel for you, it's always fun to shake things up and step outside your Disney comfort zone to stay somewhere completely different. But here, we can help you branch out a little with a few fun suggestions of our own, because we've stayed everywhere. So if you want to stay in a recently refurbished room at Port Orleans French Quarter, but also stay in a room that keeps you super close to the lobby and the gift shop and the food court and the lounge and the main pool and beignets, book a preferred room and make sure you're placed in building 2 or 5. You'll likely be able to make room and building requests during the online check-in process. However, if your hotel doesn't have the option to select a certain building inside the resort, you can always call your resort's main number and put in your request with a cast member directly. While requests aren't always guaranteed, your chances of being put into a room you requested are a whole lot higher if you actually make the request. Now, for some of the best new room views on property, book a room at the new Disney Vacation Club Island Tower at Polynesian Village Resort that has a straight view across Seven Seas Lagoon. Not all views are created equal over at Island Tower, though. While this hotel is super close to the Seven Seas Lagoon, not all the rooms are going to have those perfect castle views. In fact, some of those room views will directly point you towards Disney's Grand Floridian Resort, which is a little bit immersion breaking when you're expecting to stay in a tropical Hawaiian themed hotel. When booking a preferred room for this resort, make sure you're selecting the option that gives you views of Magic Kingdom Park and Seven Seas Lagoon. But even then, it's not a bad idea to call and request a more central view across the lagoon to help prevent getting just a partial view to look out at across your room's balcony. You're paying the money, get the view. Even if your team value resort through and through, you can still potentially book a room that has new, fresh, and remodeled vibes to it. All-Star Sports just refurbished their guest rooms last year, so even though they were the last All-Star rooms to get upgraded, they now have the newest rooms out of the 3 resorts. If you book a room with 2 queen beds, one of those beds will be able to fold up into the wall during the day while you're not using it to give you more space in the room. And when you pull it down for the night, the headboard greets you with the cutest artwork of Huey, Dewey, and Louie dreaming about their big careers as sports stars and music stars and movie stars. Next, top 10 Disney World must-do this year. Ride this, not that. 2025 has already been deemed as the year of Disney World closures, and that might not be what you want to hear in today's video, but trust me, you're going to want to hear me out on this one. While we can't control what Disney's closing, either permanently or temporarily, we can give you some great alternatives to these shut-down attractions to help fill the void with similar rides and shows that'll scratch the same itch and still be incredible. So instead of Big Thunder Mountain in Magic Kingdom, try Space Mountain. So Big Thunder Mountain will be closed in Frontierland for the remainder of the year as it undergoes major refurbishments. So as we wait for it to reopen later on in 2026, we can always rely on our other trusty Magic Kingdom Mountain coaster in the meantime, Space Mountain over in Tomorrowland. Space Mountain might be a much darker coaster than Big Thunder, but it still has the same coaster elements: light drops, sharp turns, no upside down track or high-speed launches that more apprehensive coaster riders might worry about. Now, instead of Astro Orbiter in Magic Kingdom or Triceratops Spin in Animal Kingdom RIP, try Dumbo the Flying Elephant. Astro Orbiter is slated to reopen this summer, but Triceratops Spin closed for good on January 13th, making way for the construction that'll lead to the brand new Pueblo Esperanza area coming to Animal Kingdom in 2027. While both of these flat rides have different themes, they're basically the same aerial carousel concept. And what better way to fill the aerial carousel void than by choosing to prioritize the most classic Disney World aerial carousel of them all, my boy Dumbo. Dumbo not only serves as a Fantasyland staple, but its queue line is one of the most awesome queues in all of Disney World, since it has a full-on play place that kids can climb around in while they wait for their turn to ride. Quick note though, at the time of this recording, the indoor children's playground is currently closed to refurbishments and is going to remain closed until a little later this spring. We don't know how long it's going to be specifically, but we'll make sure to keep you updated. Now, instead of Hall of Presidents in Magic Kingdom, try Carousel of Progress. So let's be real, even if Hall of Presidents wasn't going to be closed until later on this year, I'd probably still be prioritizing Carousel of Progress in Tomorrowland. Carousel of Progress and Hall of Presidents have a lot in common. They're both animatronic stage shows with a heavy influence on America's yesteryear. Neither one ever has too terribly long of a wait, and both of them take place in an air-conditioned building, making them perfect escapes away from Orlando's scalding sun. I'd also say that the American Adventure Show in Epcot is an even better alternative to Hall of Presidents, since it still focuses heavily on American history and the politics that shaped this country. Now, instead of Test Track in Epcot, you gotta ride Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. High-speed thrills are few and far between in Epcot, and they're even fewer at the moment since Test Track is undergoing an extreme makeover at the moment. Test Track is slated to reopen later this summer, but in the meantime, you can get that adrenaline fix from Cosmic Rewind. Spoiler alert though, this isn't the only time Cosmic Rewind's going to appear on today's list. And that's because we're going to talk more about its recent standby queue change, so stay tuned. Instead of Voyage of the Little Mermaid in Hollywood Studios, try Beauty and the Beast live on stage. So Voyage of the Little Mermaid, that stage show, we're not talking about the ride in Magic Kingdom, has been closed ever since the COVID shutdowns happened back in 2020, so 5 years at this point. And while Voyage of the Little Mermaid won't be returning, a new Little Mermaid stage show will be taking its place this summer called The Little Mermaid: A Musical Adventure. In the meantime, though, if you're looking to get your Disney Princess Storytime fix as it plays out before you live on stage, Belle, Beast, Lumiere, Cogsworth, and the rest of the Enchanted Castle gang are ready to retell the story of Beauty and the Beast with music, dancing, and a heart-wrenching finale. You can find this show on the right-hand side of Sunset Boulevard as you're heading toward Tower of Terror. Instead of Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy in Hollywood Studios, try Disney Junior Play and Dance. So Lightning McQueen's show closed permanently last year to make way for another live stage show coming to Hollywood Studios this summer, Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After. Kids might be missing this shorter show that could easily hold their attention with characters and action and immersiveness, but the Disney Junior Play and Dance show in Animation Courtyard is even more interactive and gives younger kids the chance to dance and sing along with their favorite Disney Junior characters like Doc McStuffins, Vampirina, Timon, and the one and only Mickey Mouse. Now, instead of Muppet Vision 3D, RIP in Hollywood Studios, or It's Tough to Be a Bug in Animal Kingdom, try Mickey's PhilharMagic in Magic Kingdom, a classic. So Disney's put a couple of their long-standing 4D attractions on the chopping block recently. It's Tough to Be a Bug in the Tree of Life in Animal Kingdom closed for good on March 17th, 2025. So that construction can start up for a brand new 4D attraction taking its place, Zootopia Better Zootogethr. Better Zootogethr is slated to open this winter, but we don't know much else beyond that yet. And Muppet Vision 3D will be permanently closing on June 7th, 2025, so that Imagineers can get to work on the new Monsters Inc. land that'll be completely taking over Muppet's Courtyard in Hollywood Studios. So this means those who are visiting the parks in late summer and fall and early winter this year will have a lot fewer 4D shows to experience. But they're not all going to be gone. PhilharMagic and Magic Kingdom and Fantasyland still has a lot of 4D whimsy, familiar Disney characters, and immersive moments that'll make you feel directly part of the show. And if I know you, you haven't gone in a while, so it's time to head back to PhilharMagic. So Disney's cast members mean the world to us, and they should mean the world to you. They are helpful, they're kind, they're great at handling our magical moments on a whim. And reminding cast members about how awesome they are is something you're not going to have to budget for or try to squeeze into an already packed out schedule. It's free and effortless to do. Oftentimes, showing cast members appreciation goes beyond just a quick thank you or a cast compliment that you can give them over on the My Disney Experience app. It's also about engagement. Cast members are just as important to the overall storytelling going on at Disney as the rides and shows and other entertainment factors are. So don't be afraid to ask cultural representatives inside Epcot's World Showcase Pavilion about their home country. Play games with cast members who might be trying to start up a little hula hoop challenge outside one of the rides, or take a moment to appreciate the water art that Disney's custodial team often paints on the sidewalks during their shifts. Literally, the water painting, they are wizards. It is so cool. Next up, take a little time to really celebrate. Lots of Disney trips take place during big life milestones, right? Birthdays, graduations, anniversaries. You just finished chemo. You took third place in a breakdancing competition. I don't know. I think any reason to take a Disney World trip is a good reason to go. But if you're looking for a way to really go the extra mile for someone's celebration, Disney can help you make that happen. So let's look at some of the extra add-on opportunities you can tack onto your vacation for a little extra celebratory surprise. Just imagine the look on your friend's face when a surprise cake comes out during your meal in honor of her bronze breakdancing victory. So yeah, let's talk cakes first. Mickey celebration cakes, super easy to order. You can have them delivered to the table at the end of most table service meals on property. These Choco Dudes are available in classic Mickey Mouse design in your choice of dark chocolate, milk chocolate, or white chocolate. You can choose a message option like happy birthday or congratulations, or you can just leave it blank, whatever works best for you. And they're $39 and serve 4 to 6 guests, which, let's be honest, with the price of Disney desserts these days, that's a great deal. So to order a Mickey celebration cake for one of your table service meals, first you got to have an advanced dining reservation already in place. Then you can call the cake ordering hotline at 407-827-2253. Just follow the voice prompts to add a Mickey celebration cake to your reservation. Mickey celebration cakes are also available for same-day orders too and can be picked up at several resort hotel restaurants. You can make these mobile orders via the My Disney Experience app. Ordering a Mickey celebration cake is no different than placing a mobile order for a regular food item or meal. However, it is recommended that you place your order for a Mickey celebration cake as early in the day as possible to make sure it gets finished on time. Now, if you want to surprise one of your group members with a little extra congrats before they get up to their Disney hotel room, you can reach out to Magical Floral and Gifts. This is a third-party retailer that partners with Disney to deliver a variety of gift baskets and balloon bouquets and floral arrangements to your hotel. Now, Disney used to have their own floral service like this called Disney Floral and Gifts, but now they've discontinued their own services and passed down the torch to the new retailer. So the floral delivery works a little differently than it used to. Instead of these gift bundles being brought directly to your room, you may have to pick them up yourself. According to the website, you must be present for your gift to be delivered to your room, or you can pick it up at your resort front desk. To place an order ahead of your trip, just visit the Magical Floral and Gifts website or call 888-814-8718. Okay, let's talk about unique fireworks views. What better way to really punctuate that celebration than with a rousing round of Disney fireworks, right? There are several ways for you to experience Disney's fireworks without just physically being in the parks, though, crowded up against everyone and their mother. If you'd rather have a more intimate fireworks viewing experience for this once-in-a-lifetime celebration trip that you're planning, you can always do something like book a private fireworks cruise for you and up to 10 friends on board a 25-foot pontoon boat driven by your own cast member captain. These cruises depart from the marina at Disney's Yacht and Beach Club Resort if you want to watch Epcot's fireworks, as well as any of the Magic Kingdom area hotel marinas if you want to watch Happily Ever After. You can even request banners and balloons upon booking the cruise, which are included at no extra cost. Fireworks cruises start at $449, but prices do vary by date. Maybe you'd rather book a fireworks dinner. One of our favorite places to have a nice meal along with a private-ish fireworks viewing of Happily Ever After is over at California Grill, located on the top floor of the Contemporary Resort. So this restaurant not only has huge windows overlooking the Magic Kingdom, but it's also got its own observation deck with sweeping landscape views of the park from a bird's eye view, meaning you've got a picture-perfect angle of those fireworks in the evening. Other restaurants that have fun fireworks views located outside the parks include options like Ohana at Polynesian Village Resort, Narcoossee's at Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, although the view is sort of from the side on that one. You're gonna see fireworks for sure, but it's not gonna kind of be the whole show. Topolino's Terrace at Riviera Resort can definitely see some fireworks. You're not gonna see a whole show there either. And Toledo Tapa Steaks and Seafood at Grand Destino Tower in Coronado Springs, same situation. But the most important thing that you want to do when you are celebrating is grab a button. If you're celebrating anything, and I mean anything, grab a free celebration button from the front desk of your Disney hotel lobby or at the guest relations inside any of the parks. You never know when your Disney server might decide to celebrate alongside you by bringing out a free dessert. By the way, y'all, we've got a new free guide that covers even more awesome ways that you can celebrate special occasions with your loved ones inside Disney World. Just scan the QR code you see on the screen now, or if you're watching from your phone, head to disneyfoodblog.com/special after this, and we're going to send that guide straight to your email faster than you can say surprise. Now, I love this next one, and I basically made Bria put this into our script because I think it's really important. And that's having a yes day. I mean, why not? It's not every day you get to vacation in Disney, so you might as well do exactly what you want to do. Plan on having a yes day with yourself or with the group you're traveling with. Start off with one person and have them state exactly what they want to do that day. Say yes to their suggestion and work your way to the next person. Wash, rinse, and repeat until you got a full itinerary planned for the day. Spray passengers on Kali River Rapids and Animal Kingdom? Yes. Disney bound or casually dress up as your favorite Disney characters for the day? Yes. Taste test every dessert offered at Satuli Canteen and vote on a winner? Yes. Ride People Mover 3 times in a row? Maybe 25 times in a row? Yes. Whoops, sorry, that was my suggestion. You can throw that out if you want to, unless, maybe you and I are there together. Now, no matter how weird or strange or out of character it may be, just say yes, within legal limits, of course. That way you can build a super unique, super personalized Disney itinerary that maybe your group would never have thought of before. Also, I am a big proponent of doing this even if you're on a solo trip to Disney World. Just let yourself go do whatever you want. If you want to sleep until noon, yes. If you want to spend the whole day at the pool, yes. If you want to hit all 4 parks and try to ride every single ride, yes. Give yourself a yes day. Admit it, knowing that Disney has various behind-the-scenes tours has definitely piqued your curiosity. How do the plants actually thrive as well as they do inside Living with the Land at Epcot? What does a day in the life of an Animal Kingdom elephant look like? What does Magic Kingdom's underground tunnel system involve? Is the wildlife out on Animal Kingdom Lodge's Savannah as cool to see at night as it is during the day? How does Drawn to Life pull off all their special effects and acrobatic stunts night after night? So many questions that a Disney World backstage tour can clear right up for you. Each Disney tour is completely unique, but that also means the times they're available to book and their duration and their specific price points are going to be unique too. Some tours won't break the bank too badly, like how the 1-hour behind the scenes tour at Epcot tends to cost about $45 per person, so like less than a Loungefly bag if you want to rationalize it. And other tours will be a little pricier because they'll take a good chunk of your day and they'll include food in the cost, like how Savor the Savannah at Animal Kingdom costs around $199 per person. Note that if a tour takes place inside one of the theme parks, you will still need to pay for park admission on top of the tour price. So keep that in mind while you're budgeting. You can find the entire list of backstage tour possibilities over on Disney's Special Events and Tours page. Just click on the Behind the Scenes add-on you're interested in learning more about, and you'll find out how to book your tours from there. I think this is a very cool way to celebrate anything in Disney World. Now, you've been on a tour, you've had a fireworks cruise. How about it's time to conquer the AJ Wolf food crawl? Are you ready to dine around Disney World my way? Okay, get ready. I'm way too excited about this part of the video. Can you tell? I bet you can tell. Now, I've been dining around Disney World for a very long time. We're talking even before the DFB Guide to Walt Disney World Dining was even a thought, and the whole concept of Disney Food Blog was just a pipe dream. The DFB Guide, by the way, is now something everyone can purchase from the dfbstore.com website if you want to. And that Disney Food Blog pipe dream has now become a 15-year dream come true. So I can't thank you all enough for helping me to do that, truly. Now, with all that being said, even with years of Disney food tasting experience under my belt, the Disney foods I'm about to hit you with right now aren't necessarily fine dining or Michelin recognized or something that you're going to see highlighted on the Food Network anytime soon, right? They're the foods that I go back and eat over and over again because they're A, reliable comfort food, and B, reminders of some really happy Disney times in my life. And I hope that maybe they'll provide you with the same reliable comfort and happy memories too. So AJ Food Crawl item number 1, the carrot cake cookie from Hollywood Studios. So I've loved the carrot cake cookie since I first took a bite of it back in 2010. And even though it changed significantly over the years and now they call it a whoopie pie, I still love it. We had a little falling out a little while back, you might remember, where I griped and groaned about the cream cheese frosting in the middle being too gummy. But I take it back because the icing just needed a little time to warm up is all. No harm, no foul. You can pick up my favorite Hollywood Studios dessert over at Trolley Car Cafe right now, right off Hollywood Boulevard. AJ Food Crawl item number 2, the caramel cupcakes from Epcot. Now, honestly, I could probably talk about the majority of the items inside Caramel Kusha all day long, right? Boozy caramel squares, the caramel butter bars, the caramel popcorn, the caramel cookie sandwiches. But sometimes all you really need is a classic chocolate cupcake with caramel buttercream and caramel drizzle. Why can't we just materialize foods? It is 2025, people, and I need a caramel Kush cupcake transported to my desk immediately. No, seriously, this is one we just don't talk about very much, and every time I come across the pictures of this on my phone, I just want one immediately. The cake is super, super dense. It's like a brownie situation, and the amount of caramel icing on top is just right. When I just can't make up my mind about what I want from this little Germany Pavilion bakery, this is always going to be my default, even though it's maybe not the most exciting thing in the case. AJ Food Crawl number 3, Hush Puppies from Magic Kingdom. The DFB team sometimes makes fun of this one for me, but listen, Hush Puppies go way back in my family because even though I'm from New York, we used to vacation down south and my mom would get Hush Puppies everywhere we went, anytime she could. So whenever I can get those fried cornbread spheres of goodness over at Columbia Harbor House in Liberty Square, I'm a very happy camper. I also often get the chicken strips to go along with them too. And I already warned you this wasn't going to be Michelin stuff. The heart wants what the heart wants, and my heart wants chicken strips and Hush Puppies from a Magic Kingdom quick service a lot of the time. AJ Food Crawl item numero 4, pulled pork fries from Animal Kingdom. So if you've watched any DFB YouTube videos before, more specifically any Animal Kingdom food-related videos, then you know that I uniformly refer to the French fries doused in plastic cheese, pulled pork, and barbecue sauce from Flame Tree Barbecue in Discovery Island as my birthday fries. This is because anytime I celebrate my birthday in Disney World, I head to Animal Kingdom for a big plate of these fries. I usually go all by myself and I just sit there at Flame Tree Barbecue and eat this giant plate of fries all by myself. And that's okay. I feel perfectly comfortable with admitting that. What better way to celebrate leveling up in life than by sitting at a quiet table down by the water with a pile of starchy and cheesy and meaty comfort food? Happy birthday to me. AJ Food Crawl item number 5, Dubliner Irish cheese and bacon dip from Disney Springs. Dude, you haven't lived until you've tried a hand-battered onion ring dipped into the Cooks of Dublin Irish cheese and bacon dip. The aged Irish cheese with chunks of salty bacon gives my beloved plastic cheese a run for its money, and that's saying something because I love me some plastic cheese. And yeah, I'll admit it, even if I didn't have an onion ring accompanying this dip, I'd probably just take a spoon and eat it outright. Remember that yes day situation we were talking about? Don't rain on my parade. This is my yes day snack option. Eat cheese dip like a soup. AJ Food Crawl item number 6, if you are still with me and don't think I'm just insane at this point, the prime rib sliders from Yacht Club. Now, who out there took bets at home that these little guys were going to end up on my food crawl list somewhere? These are from Cruise Cup Lounge. They come with 2 sandwiches stuffed with sliced prime rib meat, which would have been good enough as is, but there you go, and accompany these things with a side of house-made chips and cups of horseradish cream and au jus, and you just hit this plate out of the ballpark. Now, these are kind of pricey sliders. They're around $20, so don't come here thinking you're getting a quick and cheap snack. But if you're a prime rib connoisseur and you want something that'll make you go, wow, Disney, I'm sorry I ever doubted you when it comes to food, then this is it. This is the meal you're looking for. Oh, also, if these ever did end up as a highlight on the Food Network, I wouldn't be shocked because they're really good. Guess what? This is where you go, what, AJ? Okay, Tiana's Bayou Adventure in Magic Kingdom and Cosmic Rewind in Epcot have dropped their virtual queues for now. If you haven't been to Disney in years, or you're about to go to Disney for the first time ever, virtual queues are what Disney uses to help manage the crowd for newer or more popular attractions. Before, you would need to grab a boarding group number to enter a virtual queue, which you could do at either 7 a.m. or 1 p.m. via the My Disney Experience app. That is definitely the bare basics of it, and if you're traveling to Disney super soon after this video is released, then you might not have to worry about virtual queues at all. However, if you're planning on traveling to Disney World during the second half of the year when Test Track is slated to reopen in Epcot, then you might have to be all studied up on your virtual queues again. We've got a whole step-by-step guide for how virtual queues work over on the DFB website. I'll go ahead and link that down for you in the description. And I'd recommend checking it out when you get the chance because I'm 99.999% certain this isn't the last time we're going to see virtual queues pop up this year. If you're apprehensive about the standby wait times for Tiana's Bayou Adventure and Cosmic Rewind now that they're using normal queues, I will say the first day that these rides switched over was about what we would expect to see wait time-wise after the initial technical issues were worked out. On average, Cosmic Rewind hovers around 60 to 70 minutes, and Tiana's tends to be 50 to 60 minutes. If you want to bypass these standby lines altogether, you might want to consider purchasing Lightning Lanes for these ahead of your visit, which is Disney's premium Skip the Ride line service that you can tack on to any or all of your theme park days. And lucky you, we got a free guide all about Lightning Lanes too that we want to send to you. If you're ready to learn all about the ins and outs of this add-on service and see if it's really the right fit for your family or not, scan the QR code you see on the screen or head to disneyfoodblog.com/multipass. So Mickey Mouse might be the most known for his iconic red shorts and bright yellow shoes, but that doesn't mean that's the only outfit you're going to see him wearing around the parks. Mickey's got a whole wardrobe he likes to show off. He sports a painter's smock over at Topolino's Terrace at the Riviera Resort. He's got his Sorcerer Mickey fit that he likes to wear in Hollywood Studios. He's even got a whole safari getup for Animal Kingdom. And depending on the time of year that you visit, he might dust off one of his limited time ensembles and fashion that off too. Let me show you what I mean. During New Year's Eve, Mickey and Minnie look to the Cinderella Castle stage to join in on all the dance party celebrations while wearing something chic to ring in the new year. This past Halloween, Mickey and Minnie wore purple and green get-ups with spiderweb detailing. Oh, and Mickey wore a top hat too, which was pretty cool. For the holiday season, Mickey wears some sort of cute little sweater or fancy red and green suit during his Once Upon a Christmas Time parade. Normally, this parade only takes place in Magic Kingdom during the separately ticketed event, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, but after the last Christmas party of the year, the parade will be shown to regular ticket guests up until December 31st. No additional purchase necessary. Yep, safe to say Mickey's one fashionable dude, so be sure to get a picture of him, not just in his everyday attire, but in his exclusive attire too. Keep in mind that Mickey's not always an outfit repeater, so what he wears for Halloween or Easter or Christmas one year may not be the same thing he wears the following year. In fact, usually it's not. If you want to absolutely, positively, 100% guarantee you'll see Mickey and co. in seasonal garb, you might also want to consider booking an advanced dining reservation for Hollywood and Vine at Hollywood Studios. Hollywood and Vine is a character buffet, and the food might be just okay in our opinion, but the real reason you come here is for Minnie's seasonal dine. Minnie Mouse is the hostess with the mostest for various dinner parties throughout the year, and she's often joined by Goofy and Pluto and, of course, her main man, Mickey. The theme of Minnie's seasonal dine changes throughout the year with a tribute to the silver screen kicking things off, followed by the springtime dine that typically starts up in mid-March. A beach party scene is set for the year's summertime dine, which usually starts up toward the end of May, followed by the fall's Halloween dine, and that'll probably start super early on, like towards the beginning of August. Finally, the year is wrapped up with a holiday dine that normally kicks off toward the beginning of November. All right, come on, you know you want to. The matching family tees might sound cheesy to your teens and or spouse at first, but really, getting those group ensembles photographed in front of Cinderella Castle to look back on for years to come is priceless. And we can help you out with that with not cheesy family tees. Over on dfbstore.com, we got lots of different Disney-inspired shirts for everybody. We've got matching shirts that pay homage to extinct attractions, take on the spirit of the season, highlight your family's favorite or even predicted favorite parks, and so much more. And best of all, each shirt comes in different styles and colors, so even if your teen didn't want to match the family completely, they can still personalize their tee to keep that individualistic spirit of theirs alive and well. Of course, there's a lot more than just 10 things you're going to want to for sure do during your next Disney World vacation. So if you're ready to keep on planning out your dream trip alongside me and the DFB team, check out another one of our planning videos up on the channel or hit up a whole bunch of them via our Ultimate Disney World Parks Guide playlist. And speaking of guides, don't forget to pick up your free Disney World Special Occasions Guide right now by heading over to disneyfoodblog.com/special. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.